Can the Bears fix the running game? Is the problem the running backs, the offensive line, the scheme, or what's going on here? And could the Bears trade for another runner like Breece Hall? I'll talk about all that and more. Let's go ahead and get right into it. As Bears fans, we talked about upgrading the running back position all off season long. We were dreaming of drafting someone like Ashton Genty or even Travion Henderson. And we've also been dreaming about building this offensive line for years, talking about the trenches. This offseason, it felt like Ryan Poles finally made a huge investment in the trenches. But at the running back position, it was still pretty much status quo. We added just a seventh round pick, Kyle Monangai out of Rutgers. But anyone who remembers my pre draft coverage remembers me talking about this being one of the deepest running back classes in NFL draft history. So could Kyle Monangai be a lot better than just a seventh round pick? That's something to keep an eye on. But heading into the season, it seemed like DeAndre Swift would be the lead back again, and he'd get to work with an improved offensive line. And when looking back at Swift's previous two seasons, there was a lot to like. And I loved him in college at Georgia as well. But he's had over 1,000 total yards from scrimmage both of his last two seasons and managed to put up 1,200 yards last year in an offense that was a disaster. So it was only natural to assume that Swift could be a lot more dangerous in Ben Johnson's offense than he ever was in Shane Waldron's. Unfortunately, that has not been the case after the first four games. The run game has been pretty much non existent, and one stat that's going around seems to suggest that our offensive line, at least, is doing a pretty good job getting yards before contact, but our running back, mainly DeAndre Swift, is not getting yards after contact. And you've seen a little bit of a difference when Kyle Monangai was in the game. But I also consistently see guys like Jonah Jackson, Braxton Jones, and Cole Kmet missing blocks in the run game as well. So it's hard to have a definitive answer right now. I think our offensive line needs to be better, and I think the Bears need to get better play at the running back position as well. But what is the plan going forward? A lot of people want to speculate that we could trade for a runner. And the biggest names mentioned are Devon A-Chain in Miami and Breece Hall with the New York Jets. The one guy I want to talk about is Breece Hall. I think he's more realistic than A-Chain is, but either of the guys would be huge upgrades. But I think Breece Hall has the potential to be one of the best running backs in the league, especially in a Ben Johnson offense. He's finally healthy after tearing his ACL 3 years ago. He's back to his old self. But the Jets haven't been giving him a workhorse load yet. He's been splitting carries with Braylon Allen, but that might change now that Allen just went to the IR. But the question is, do the Jets see him as part of their long-term future? Because as of yet, they have not offered him a long-term extension, and he's due to become a free agent next spring. After the Jets fell to 0-4, team insiders started to speculate that Breece Hall could be traded. Before last Monday night's game, multiple Jets insiders said if the Jets don't turn things around, Breece Hall definitely could be moved by the trade deadline. Now, Breece is clearly the top dog in New York. He leads the team in carries by a lot. But with Justin Fields' rushing ability and two second-year backs that I like, could the Jets seriously consider trading Breece? Braylon Allen is the best of the bunch. He recently got added to the injured reserve, but should be back soon. He's a big bruising back, and he's been the favorite for goal line carries. But they also have Isaiah Davis, another physical runner that's extremely athletic. With Allen on the IR, maybe Davis gets an extended look here. It all comes down to this. If the Jets aren't going to offer him a long-term extension, then they risk losing him for nothing in the offseason. Despite Breece's talent, though, he's never rushed for 1,000 yards as a Jet. And with the team 0-4 and not looking likely to be playoff contenders, trading Breece Hall for a draft pick does make a ton of sense. I think he would be an awesome fit in Chicago. But I really have no idea if they're going to trade him. Braylon Allen's on the IR, and they did just sign Khalil Herbert. I think that makes it a little less likely that they trade him. And then when it comes to Devon A-Chain, the only difference there is I do think it's more likely that he ends up long term staying in Miami. But as of right now, I don't really see either of those guys getting traded, but both would be welcome additions to the Chicago Bears if they were moved. I think Breece Hall or Devon A-Chain would be great picks for anytime touchdowns for my ProfitX picks of the week as well. When talking about those guys, both talented running backs and guys that should be featured in their offense this week. ProfitX, America's #1 sports prediction market, where you can get the best lines in the space. You can set your own odds on specific wagers. Don't wait. Use promo code SWIFT and you can claim up to 200 in profit cash. It's good on all your plays for the first 30 days playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Sign up today. Make sure to use promo code SWIFT. When it comes to other names on the trade market, people throw around names like Kenneth Walker, Rashad White, and others. There's a lot of talented running backs out there. If one of these teams ends up moving one, I do expect Ryan Poles to at least show some interest and make a phone call. But I don't want to get too deep into trade rumors. More than likely, the answer for this season, at least, might already be on the roster. I think Kyle Monangai deserves an extended look. The rookie out of Rutgers has looked solid with his limited opportunities, and I love his skill set. But I do believe the coaches have a plan going forward, and it might be to get Roschon Johnson more involved. He's the forgotten man in the Bears' backfield right now, and he's not been 100% according to Ben Johnson. He's another guy who could get more involved after the bye. He has a unique skill set. He's a bruising style of runner, but he also possesses good skills as a pass catcher and a pass blocker. I like him and Kyle Monangai, and I also think DeAndre Swift could bounce back as well if our run blocking is better. One thing that's interesting is after Braxton Jones left and we had Theo Benedict and Ozzie Trapillo both in the game, our rushing yards per carry went way up. So I am interested to see what our run game looks like going forward. Let me know what you guys expect, or if you think the Bears should trade for a running back, let me know who in the comments. As always, I appreciate everyone who watches. Stay tuned. Remember to hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down. I appreciate everyone who watches. Stay tuned, guys. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss out. Hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.